Okay, Andrew Smart, Creative Community Solutions and Lens Pens Podcast. First off, Coach Nez, walk through us your take on how the team is able to just be more locked in the second and third periods.
Yeah, I mean, well, 4 and 5 is our fourth week of 3 and 3s in a row. Like, it's been a tough stretch. Obviously, a tough weekend for us, but I just thought we got more assertive than we have in the last few games. Like, we're gonna have ups and downs in the season. That was a tough stretch. Since he's playing really well right now too. Jacksonville's playing really well right now. Soko's a good team, so that's a tough weekend. And to get behind in games, I thought we were chasing a lot. I thought in the second we just got more assertive, like back to a little more physicality, and I thought the ice really tilted when we began that.
Okay, second question. You guys have hit the 500 mark. You guys are in the mix, not only division-wise, conference-wise, etc. What's one key theme that you think, if the team locks in on this, is going to have that domino effect, and put you in positions where you have the outcomes that you want?
Yeah, just be simple, playing on our toes. We get on our heels, and we got to stay with our game. Like, if we get sucked into some other teams' games that are maybe a little more high flying and call it track meet style, like that's not our game. That's not sustainable, and that's not how we want to go, especially in the playoffs. When we get that X next to our name, and that's the goal is to keep battling here until we have that X next to our name.
Hey Coach, this is Karen Zaner from Inside the Rink. What do you think is the biggest difference between last night and going into today's game?
I think it's that we were more engaged, more assertive. Maybe not early on in the game, but we got to it. And I mean, like I said, the 4 and 5 to find a way at the end. Like, this has been a team that hasn't quit all year, and it's been a character side of us. And I just think that we just got to find ways to be more consistent again. Not be down on ourselves, and no one's going to feel sorry for you in this game. So more consistent in that effort and the assertiveness that we saw near the end of it.
Now, you mentioned being assertive today. I noticed even in the first period, that started out probably towards the middle of that first period. Is that something that, when you went into the intermission after the first, that you guys talked about?
Yeah, we want to be more physical. I thought, especially against a team like that, who's, they're getting guys behind us and sending guys. They look for odd man rushes. Like, if we can slow them down at all, and you got to get some skin on them and do that.
Okay, great, thank you.
Some questions from me, Coach. Cody Sylvester, with the hat trick tonight, when your team is struggling a little bit on the offensive side of the puck, what does it mean to know that you have number 16 on that first line wing? Whether you're on the power play or at even strength, you need a big goal, you can get one out of it.
Yeah, I thought our power play was good. Obviously, I mean, we gave up a couple breakaways against him. That's where Hides came up big, so he's part of that power play tonight too. But just the shot coming off the wall, and then I thought the second was it's a great play by Army coming around the net, and we get both the guys at the net, and we need more of that. We need more dirty goals. Like, it's not going to be pretty every night, especially when you're trying to get back on the winning side. And no, that was huge tonight. Like good, like the face off at the end with the empty net. Great jump by Niels to get that stick on that, and then obviously the freebie down the wall is just because we're jumping off draws.
Easton Armstrong skates alongside Eric Neely and Cody Sylvester in today's game. Can you walk me behind the decision to move Army up in the lineup?
Yeah, just to try it. I mean, it's there's, like I said, we're 3 games down, and more to move Sippy around. I know he'd been just squeezing a little bit. He's hard on himself. He's a really detailed player and a really good teammate, and that can play anywhere in the lineup. So it's to give him a chance to breathe a little bit too, and just concentrate on what makes him, and I thought he was great tonight as well.
Can we talk a little bit about Ethan Haider, like you touched on a little bit in the previous question? He made a multitude of big saves, especially in that third period, to keep it a 1-goal score, and then of course the Glads come back to take the win at the end there. So what has his impact been? I know he took the loss in Jacksonville, a tough game on the road, but for him to be able to come back on home ice, bounce back, and get a much big needed win for the team.
Yeah, he was great tonight. But on the same side, like the last few nights, we didn't give our goalies any help. I mean, I know a couple partial breakaways there on the power play, but overall 5-on-5 we were a lot better defensively tonight, keeping more pucks to the outside, and then when they did get inside, he was there for us. So both our goalies have been great for us. If we're good in front of them, we're going to get a lot of help there, and it should help us win more games.
Connor Galloway scores his first pro goal tonight, and you had to be happy for him during that moment. He's been awesome, and gripping the stick maybe a little bit with no goals up to this point, but he found the back of the net on that one-time blast.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gripping it, but he's getting a lot of chances because he moves his feet and he works hard. Honestly, for me, to see him, knowing him a long time, was awesome. A heck of a shot. Just a good shift all around by those 3 on that play, and then just the reaction of the bench kind of set it all. Thanks. Cool.
Appreciate you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
right in the teams. That's good.
All right, congratulations, Cody. Okay, yeah. All right, congratulations, Cody. This is Karen from Inside the Rink. Tell me a little bit about getting that hat trick. What was that like for you?
Yeah, it's always fun scoring 3 goals in a game. My teammates made some good plays. Immediately at the end, got the puck out of the zone, and it was kind of an easy empty net for the hat trick. And the second one, I just found myself in front of the net, and I kind of threw it at the goalie, and it bounced off my chest and in. So they weren't the prettiest goals, but like I said, it's always fun scoring 3 in a game.
And what do you think is the biggest difference from last night to today as far as how the team played throughout the game?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to use excuses for the guys, but we had some pretty bad travel coming in from Jacksonville the night before. So maybe a little bit of bus legs. You guys were tired, but we got some good rest last night, and we knew that we had to come out and play tonight. And I thought the guys played.
Great, thank you.
All right, Cody, Andrew Snort of Creative Community Solutions and Lens Depends podcast. Obviously, congratulations on the win. Walk through how the team seemed like they got their focus back in the second and third period in order to get the outcome that you wanted to for today.
Yeah, we knew we had to come out stronger in the second and the third. We had to play a simple game. Like I said, it was 4 games in 5 nights, and I thought the guys did that in the second period, and we just kind of rolled it into the third period, and the guys stuck together, and we came out with a big win.
And again, like you said earlier, look, whether it's beautiful or pretty, a goal is a goal. And describe to us, look, it's hard to score a goal. So describe, I don't know, the focus or just placement or what have you in order to get the hat trick.
Yeah, I mean, the first goal was not bad, I guess. It was a pretty decent shot from the dot, but the other 2, like I said before, I just planted myself in front, and when you go to the hard areas in front of the net, you're going to get rewarded, and that's what happened tonight for me. And then, like I said, after that, Niels made a good play to get the puck out, and I'm pretty mad at myself if I miss out.
Thank you.
Cody, can you talk to me about the difficulty of facing off against an out-of-division team in the Cyclones? They had a tough start to the season, but they're on a 5-game winning streak entering today's game. What was it like playing against them, and a little bit of a different style?
Yeah, I mean, it's always tough when you don't see the teams that you're playing that often, and like you said, they've been playing well lately, and we knew they're a good team. We watched video on them, and they won 1-0 against Savannah, and Savannah's a good team as well. So we knew what we were up against, and I don't think we liked how we played in the first game against them, and kudos to them. They played well, they work hard, they're a fast team, but I think tonight we just stuck together and played as a team.
Played alongside Easton Armstrong for the first time in his pro career. What do you like about his game, and what's it like playing alongside him with Neely on the other wing?
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of found his groove lately. He's playing really well. He's crashing the net well, and he's scoring goals. So he's gonna keep doing that and playing hard. He's a young guy, but I think he's found his role on the team. And like I said, he's playing well. Obviously, there's not much to say about him.
Final question, Cody. The Gladiators now with a 17-17 3-1 record, right in the thick of things in the South Division. In your mind, what does the club have to do to get into the playoff push as we head towards the tail end of the year?
We just got to play like we did tonight in the second and third. Obviously, we can't take nights off. I think it's the best division in the league, and we're facing good teams every night. And I mean, if we play like that, like we did tonight, we're going to put ourselves in good spots every night to win games, and we just got to keep trucking forward.
Cody, thank you so much. Congratulations on the win. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Back up a little bit. That's good. Perfect. Okay. All right. Afternoon. Andrew Snort of Creative Community Solutions and Lens Depends podcast. First off, congratulations on the win tonight. 3 games in 3 nights, 4 games in 5 nights. How do you guys keep it together?
It's a grind. Coming from college, it's a big adjustment, but I think just taking care of your body, the right nutrition, sleep, just trying to do what you can to feel as close to 100% every single night. It's kind of been the key that I've learned so far. So just doing the little things right, try to trick yourself into feeling like you're 100% is kind of what I found. And what I've kind of learned from some of the older guys too is just coming into these games, especially with the 3 o'clock at the end of a 4 and 5, it's you're not going to feel great, but just doing whatever you can to feel as close to that as you can is kind of the key that I found so far.
Okay, and my second question, it seems like late in the first period and then definitely the second and third period, you guys got back into your style of play, all that type of thing. Just walk us through, I guess, where the switch kind of clicked in order for you to get back on track, and how can you carry this over into your next game?
I think when we just play our style of hockey, I think, we were being more physical, we were getting to the dirty areas, getting to the front of the net. I think that's when we're playing our best hockey. I think, at times, we might kind of be a little more perimeter. We're not being as hard on the forecheck, not banging guys around. I think when we get away from that, I think that's when we tend to struggle. So when we're doing those little things right, I think that's our brand of hockey. We're a hard physical team, and when we play like that, we wear teams down. I think, it shows towards the end of the game, we get 2 big goals in that third period, and I think it's just the constant wearing them down throughout that period, and we were getting to the gritty areas, and so that's where we were getting our goals there. So when we play that style of hockey, I think that's when we're playing our best, and it's just continuing to do that night in and night out. That's when, especially when we had our big win streak there for a bit too, we were doing those things night in and night out too. So just kind of being consistent with all that's when we have our success.
Karen Sainer for Inside the Rink. Tell me a little bit about that last power play where you're able to tip up that shot on the net and keep the guys in it, and almost were the other man on the power play for that one. Walk us through that a little bit.
Just, you don't really expect, chances like that, but when they do, you just got to come up big, find a way. There's not much to it. The guys are playing really good in front of me, especially with that 5-on-3 at the end of the second there and to start the third. They helped me out a lot there. So for me, my mindset is, it's my turn to help them out now. So, just finding a way to, just get hit with that puck, read the play, just, find a way to keep it out. So that was my job there, and, happy to be able to do that for the guys there.
And talk about defensively. You mentioned the guys were able to help you out front. What did you see when you were in the net as far as what the guys were able to do to help you out?
A couple big block shots there, especially. I had a little spill there in the third period. The guys came up with a huge block shot for me, and I think even when shots were getting through, they were doing a really good job of giving me sight lines of the puck, allowing me to see it. Guys weren't really getting sticks on pucks, so it was just clear shots for me. I just had to control the rebound. So it's little things like that. It's they were helping me out a lot tonight with those things, and if there was a clear shot, I was just had to do my thing and just control the rebound. And I think it showed, especially that third period. Like I said, they made my job a lot easier, and so it just kind of had to be in my groove, and it was a lot, you could see it there, guys were doing their jobs, and it just made it so much easier for me.
And it looked like you had a little bit of fan support. I don't know if you noticed before the game today, you had a fan in the crowd with a nice little sign with your head on it. Did you get a chance to see that?
Yeah, I saw it yesterday. I gave them some props for it yesterday. Today was a little bit more having to be focused into the game, but it's always cool seeing little things like that. I always appreciate it. And when the guys see the signs about them too, we love seeing little stuff like that. We talk about in the locker room and get little laughs out of it. So it's always really cool when you get that little bit of support there.
Great, thank you.
3 more questions for you. Hi, Drew. Your 13th victory of your first professional season tonight. Can you discuss just how your first pro year has gone up to this point?
It's been, good so far. I think just learning a lot, trying, every day, especially with the older guys, just trying to pick up little things. There's so much experience on this team, especially with our veterans and our captains, just trying to learn from them as much as possible. I think, having a partner like Drew, who's, gone through this since last year, I think just trying to learn little things from him too, of, what it takes to be successful at this level, and, learning from, we have Mitch Korn that's been here so much, and he's been a great help for me, just that adjustment from college to pro. It's been a big one, but I think, I've been learning little things that, what I'm able to get away with when, I've had to learn and adjust in my game to be able to have success. So it's been good so far, and I'm looking forward to the rest of it.
Can you expand a little bit about the impact of Mitch Korn and his presence with the team? Because he was here early on, seeing you working with him one-on-one on a multitude of different occasions. How has he helped you along during your first pro year?
he's awesome. Like, just the wisdom and the knowledge and all the experience he has is second to none. I think, his resume speaks for itself, and, the guys that he's worked with in the NHL, like, it's a pleasure to be able to skate with him when he's here, and, having him mark up all the video and just getting little things from him every single time he's here. It's been awesome, and, I'm very grateful that I've had this experience of working with him this year. It's been tremendous, and I think it's really helped me grow my career, and it's going to pay dividends down the road as I continue my pro career.
Ethan, thank you so much. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Sure. You're all set, man.
All right, thank